Shalom, family trendsetter. I'm down here in Baltimore, downtown Baltimore. Just came from a particular area close to East Monument Street. Everybody that's familiar with Baltimore, you know that area and what's it all about. Now, it was like 7:15 in the morning. And family, I kid you not, there were liquor store open at 7:15 in the morning. I kid you not. Now, I'm sure many of y'all who live in the hood, y'all might be like, what's the big deal? You know, I ain't nothing new, but for me, it's a big deal, family. It's a big deal. Because what I've noticed in the black community, you see a lot of liquor stores and then you see a lot of churches. That's what they put in the community, and then Chinese restaurant, of course. And, you know, when I seen the liquor store open and people actually going in and out of there, I was like, whoa, I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Because I'm saying to myself, these devils have really, really did a number on our people. And I'm not faulting my people for their behavior 100%, because a lot of times they put us in situations, family, where we cannot cope. And the only way we can cope is to, you know, drink or smoke or take drugs, you know what I mean? Because it's like they take away your livelihood away from you. In other words, they put you in a situation where you get incarcerated, you have a record, and then the next thing you know, you can't get a decent job, and then, you know, turn to what? Crime, criminality. And it's just a cycle. And then, you know, you have youngins growing up seeing this shit, and then they fall into that same trap. I mean, I'm telling you, family, let me tell you something, man. I'm trying not to say too much on these videos anymore, because I know that they have an algorithm, and I noticed that my viewership is very, very low. I have over 2,000 subscribers, but yet still I only get an average of 50 views. And that should tell you something, that they're really and truly suppressing my channel. And, you know, I'm trying my best to keep in the YouTube guidelines. I got one copyright strike they gave me the other day. I had to go to copyright school. I never knew they had that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's because a lot of times I will see like the news, and I'll probably, you know, screenshot it or, you know, whatever, and report it as is, you know, in their own words. And I don't think they like that. Because, see, when I say it, it's a difference than when you hear from the horse's mouth. When it's coming directly from these devils, they don't want that out there. Because, you know, sometimes you have the news media, they'll slip up and they'll bring some information out, and I'll be like, gotcha. And then I'll try to report it, and they don't like that shit. They hate it. So I have to be very careful now how I report what's going on, you know what I'm saying, around the world, because I can't really and truly use their material that much. So I think because of that, now they're actually suppressing my channel even more. Excuse me for the background noise, family. I got a big load on me today in this van. I'm driving my van today, cargo van, and I don't think it can handle the load and shit. But yeah, man, I was just like perplexed when I seen the liquor store opening. You know, it really breaks my heart, because, I mean, we didn't ask to come here. You know what I mean? We didn't ask to be put in this position. I remember even with Black Wall Street, when we was doing very, very well, these devils was literally dying from starvation. We was living in mansion. We had, you know, we had planes and, you know, businesses and so forth. And these devils literally came and made a false claim on our people and bombed Black Wall Street. You have another incident that's called, anyway, I'm not going to go into that either, because I don't have too much information on that. But I'm telling you, man, these devils, man, and I know a lot of y'all hate when I talk about the so-called white man, because I'm sure a lot of y'all are friends. Probably got family member that's white, probably got, you know, in a relationship with a so-called devil. But it is what it is, because I hope and pray that y'all understand that, you know, well, I hope and pray that you will repent, I should say, repent, and understand that, you know, when you side with the enemy, you're going to be dealt with the same way how the enemy is going to be dealt with, because they are our enemy. I don't care how much they smile. Today I was listening to the news, and I'm about to pass John Hopkins down here, you know, by University of Maryland and shit. These university down here, not University of Maryland, yeah, University of Maryland downtown. And I was listening on the news where someone sued John Hopkins for $200 and something million, $250 million, I believe it was, and actually won. They didn't get quite 250, but they got 200 million for some malpractice. You know what I'm saying? I guess the baby came out but brain damage, and I was so happy. I was so happy to hear that, because I know what John Hopkins is about. You know what I'm saying? I deliver down there. I deliver pharmaceuticals to them on a regular, and I know exactly what the fuck they about. You know what I'm saying? They target our area. They set up shop primarily in the black community because I believe they using us as an experiment. You know what I'm saying? I've been in some areas in John Hopkins where I've seen some shit, and I know for a fact that they're using us as an experiment. You know what I mean? I'm not no longer with that company, so I can talk about this shit now, you know. But yeah, they have our people doing research on our people. They paying them. I don't know how much they paying them, but they give them room and board, and they actually do experiment on them. You know, give them trial drugs that they're trying out for the very first time. They use our people as guinea pig. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit going on, family. That's why when you hear me talk about these fuckers, don't feel no type of way. I know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? They are our mortal enemy. Do you really think they care about us? Do you really believe that they have our best interests at hand? They don't. They don't give a shit about us. They use us as guinea pig on a daily basis. These homeless people that you see on the street, a lot of them are taken off the street and thrown in vans and taken to facilities to be experimented on. Yeah, I don't understand. This shit is deep. So when you see me, like I said, I'm going to keep repeating, when you see me come on here and talk about it, man, it's only because I have first-hand information on what the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? And I can't do nothing. One person can't do nothing about it. I just come on here, give you my information, the information that I have gathered and shit I've related to y'all, and y'all could do what y'all can with it, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, man, shit is real, family. Shit is real out here. I see it every day. I see it every day. But anyway, with that, I say shalom.